Hey guys and girls, it's Psycho Steve. I am with rock royalty, Mr. Chips Enuff, or do you prefer Sir Chips Enuff?
I haven't earned Sir yet, but I'll prefer that when it's time, when I've actually went through the years of earning a name like that. I think it's, 40 years?
I think so, but you're not even 40.
No, I'm close to that, though.
Oh, right on, okay. Just checking, I'm not even 40 yet. My belt buckle's older than you.
Pretty young. I know that you have a grandmother, Ruth, that's 100 years old.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday, Ruth.
You heard it here first, kids. Chips Enuff just wished my 100-year-young grooving granny.
That's better.
Yes, the grooving granny. That's what I call her. That's how I address her. She's a rock because she makes me roll. So absolutely. So we got Chips Enuff here from Enuff's Enough. We're hanging out here in a little town called Stanhope at the Stanhope House. And we hope there will be a ton of people. You guys, girls have to come out to support the locals, because the locals become the regionals and the regionals become the nationals. And now I'm going to ask Chip a couple questions. So when you got started in the music business, your first instrument, was it bass or guitar or what?
I was a pair of bongo drums and a vocal mic, I sang and played bongos.
Wow. All right, that's pretty awesome.
I had to work my way around. It took a little time to maneuver and find out what I was going to do, and obviously, I play bass guitar, and most people know me as a bass guitar singer of Enuff's Enough, but Paul McCartney invented my job. I thank you, Sir Paul McCartney, for that. But there's so many great guys out there, and when I was a young kid, I listened to, I stayed up late at night and watched Don Kirshner's rock concert and Midnight Special, and I think that's left an indelible mark with me, and all the great bands that were on there, from Frank Zappa and Alice Cooper and Queen, and just wonderful groups, and that started off for me, actually.
Sweet. All right. Anyone in your family musicians?
No, although my little brother Rick played guitar in the early days. He gave it up quickly and developed a love for building cars, and he's a mechanic. Terrific, too. Can build any kind of machine.
Sweet.
And I picked up his guitar that he put down and started playing that, and one thing led to another, and before you know it, I started putting bands together, and my first main band really was a group called Degeneration. And we moved to Los Angeles after I graduated from high school. I was 17 years old. And we were playing in Las Vegas. We had a guy named Bill Narvis who was managing us, and we were opening for Boss Gags and the Grateful Dead. And it was a great experience for me, and quite a challenge. And from years of doing that, when the band fell apart because of, i.e., substance abuse, alcoholism, so on and so forth, which really gets a lot of the bands. The average life expectancy of any group is probably about 5 years.
Damn.
Came back to Chicago and put together my band, Enuff's Enough.
Wow, cool. So if you didn't do music, you said your brother's a mechanic, would you be turning wrenches too, or?
I never tripped my trigger, although I love cars, and, I've been to a dozen Indianapolis 500s, and I love racing. I grew up across the street from a place called Raceway Park, and I had tons of race car drivers there that I grew up and admired. I'd probably be a pitcher. I was playing baseball. When I was younger, I went to Brother Rice High School, and then when I graduated, I had tried out for the Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Kansas City Royals, and I just didn't have a fast enough fastball.
Wow, so let's just put it out there. Pitcher in baseball, not pitcher and catcher in any other context, people. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Think how you want to think. Let's leave it up to the listener what they think.
Okay.
My thoughts are baseball player was first and foremost, although I played football, baseball, basketball, hockey, I was a total jock. I think music really caught my attention. I had more to say throwing a curveball or slider maybe at the time than I did anything else. And then when I started playing music, it was just the opposite. I had more to say writing a song than doing the above.
You get more chicks, I think, playing in a band than you do with a sports guy. I don't know.
That's not necessarily true. These ball players, you see them, they're not the easiest on the eyes, and they have some beautiful wives. So I think athletes do very well, and they always get the trim, but rock stars get more.
Absolutely. And this perfect face for radio, no, I have an amazing girlfriend. Anyway, so here's a question. question for you. You mentioned cars. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a 1957 Porsche Speedster that Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses bought me when I was playing with Adler's Appetite. It was a nice gift. And I had the car shipped to Chicago, and it had 900 miles on it. That's it.
Holy shit. That is pretty awesome. Is that the same thing that James Dean drove?
Same exact same car, same color, everything, okay, cream colored. And I brought the car home to my hometown in Blue Island, Illinois, and the car didn't run. And I took it to a friend of mine. He said the engine's stuck. And I remember my brother telling me, well, you put oil in the pistons and it loosens things up and it might turn over. And I suggested that to the mechanic who knows much more about cars than I do. And got the car started, and I've been driving ever since. I got about 28,000 miles on it. And that's the car in the summertime. It's a California car, but I drive it in Chicago, and people hail it, okay? When I was co-hosting the Man Cow show in Chicago, I drive it to work every single day, and it was on TV all the time. And it's quite an interesting car. People come over and get pictures on it, and a lot of hip-hop artists want to rent it for me. I don't rent it out, but everybody asks me if they can use the car for their videos. But it's just a car for putting around the neighborhood, and it's great on gas, and it's just a beautiful ride. And they don't make them like that anymore.
True story. So what is in it? A 4 or 6 or like 3?
That's a 6.
Okay. It looks like a Car Magia a little bit.
Yeah,
so if people don't know what it looks like, that's what it kind of looks like. Not saying your car looks like Volkswagen, but right. Porsche and Volkswagen, same company.
Yeah, dual carburetor.
Wow. Awesome. So it probably hauls ass.
It's a pretty quick car, to be honest with you, but I'm just putting around the neighborhood and stuff. I'm not driving like a jag-off. And it's a beautiful car. Like I said, it's got great sight lines, and it provides a lot of happiness to not only to myself, but to the people out there that see me on the streets.
Sweet. And that's what we're all about. So, okay. You guys have been on the road for a couple months now.
Yep.
With the Bullet Boys. And how's it been going?
Well, we started out in Europe with the Bullet Boys and did a whole 2.5 week European run. I thought it was a good, strong tour, and a lot of the shows are well attended. I was happy about that. And it's always nice to have 2 national acts together. Collectively, both bands sold millions of records, and it's only fitting that to give the fans what they want. We're in a day and age where I think consolidation is the name of the game. Try to get as many bands as possible so people get a bang for their buck. And the tour was so successful that our agency, Artists Worldwide, said, let's go out and do something here in North America. And so we're here to play maybe 2-3 weeks on the road, and this little run here, Live Nations will be announcing the big major tour for this fall.
Well, you heard it here first. I can't say anything because I honestly don't know what he's talking about, and he won't tell me. So, but I will definitely keep you posted, everybody. A couple more questions, and I know you want to, probably eat or do something and check out the local band.
There's some good local bands that are playing there. You got 20 Spot. They're another band from the Midwest. Great band. Their new record just came out. And a band called Pump 5 from Los Angeles, which features Alex Kane, the guitar player from Life, Sex, and Death, and Marky Ramone, and he's Borsa Stars as well. And they're a great band. They're sort of like a cross between Ramones meets Cheap Trick. They're terrific. And then Enough's Enough, and then Bullet Boys are the headliners on this tour.
Right on. Okay. I was just about to ask you what current bands are you listening to. I guess that answers that question.
No, because there's other bands I'm listening to. I'm listening to stuff from years ago, that bands that aren't big, really, to be honest with you. I love Louis XIV, great band out of San Diego. They just don't get a lot of push for some reason. The new band is Struts, terrific. Greta Van Fleet, Michigan band, came on our show. They're a terrific band. They sound very much reminiscent to Led Zeppelin. So there's some good groups that are out there, coming out there, and they bring a show every single night, and they're providing a service, and great rock and roll. I'm really happy to be a part of with the scene that's happening right now, because it's coming back. Rock and roll is not going away. It's starting to get a little push, and Live Nations and Sirius XM have been really nice to us. So,
and of course, I give it a push because I love you.
Yeah, so. Well, it's much appreciated. You do push all the rock bands that are out there.
I push you too. So
this venue we're playing tonight. King's X was just here, great band. Combo Crisis playing here. Wednesday the 13th is playing here. I'm looking at the sign right now. Bad Fish is playing here, a Sublime band. There's some good groups coming out here. So this is a nice little venue here. A lot of history, and I'm really grateful to be out on the road again playing. Listen, the old days of Enough's Enough, we'd be out there traveling on a bus. We'd pull up into a place like this. There'd be a couple ounces of cocaine there. There'd be tons of Jack Daniels, jam-packed places, but we just weren't focused at all. You couldn't give the great shows. Nowadays, I think I have a great band. I got Tony Fennell from Ultravox, the former singer who took Midgear's place playing guitar with us. Tori Stofragan, who's been with me for 10 10 years. He's playing guitar from a band called New Black Seven. Daniel Benjamin Hill, his father's a bass player from ZZ Top. So I got some really good guys on my band, and we show up every single night kicking ass.
Awesome. So words of wisdom from Chip about new bands that are up and coming. What would you tell them?
Who cares who drives a bus? Let's get to the picnic. Listen, we're in a day and age where, a touch of the internet, hit that keyboard and, a million people can hear what you're doing. So don't give up. Play every single day. Give the best shows you can. Leave an indelible mark and be nice, okay? Because kindness costs nothing, but with it you can give so much.
There you go. All right. And last but not least, what can we plug? New album?
Yeah, brand new Enuff Snuff album. A chapter in our life that has been turned. A page has been turned. New chapter. And the record's called Diamond Boy. It's on Frontiers Records. Great label. They got Journey, White Snake, Sebastian Bach, Night Ranger, Potpourri, and Glorious. A potpourri of great bands on this label. And we've been lucky enough to be scooped up by them. 3-album deal. This is the second of the 3-album deal. Really proud of this record. 11-song album. Picture David Bowie and the Beatles fighting in the alley, and Cheap Trick comes in and breaks it up. That's the new Enuff Snuff album, Diamond Boy. And it's out on September 14th.
You heard it here first, guys and girls and everything in between. So I just want to say thank you again, Chip, for taking the time. It's always a pleasure, and taking care of me and my boy Stan. We're at the Stanhope House on my Groovin' Grand's birthday, 100 years old. So
God bless you, Grandma.
All right, you heard it here. Until then, next time, take care, brush your hair, be to yourself, or nobody else will. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.